Welcome to the Aricent audio conferencing service. Please enter the conference code followed by the pound or hash key. After the tone, please state your name followed by the pound key.
Sarthak.
You are currently the only participant in this conference.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hi. Sarthak?
Yes, speaking.
Okay. Hi, this is Chandra speaking.
Okay.
So let's give few minutes. I'm expecting a few others to join.
Okay.
Hello,
Hello.
is it Sarthak?
Yes, speaking.
Hi Sarthak, Tina this side from Aricent.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tina. This is Chandra.
Hi Chandra. So Sarthak, myself Tina, currently working as senior manager in Aricent. We are looking forward for a person who is proficient, has good understanding on a web-based GUI development in AngularJS and Node.js.
Okay.
Okay. Chandra will give his brief introduction, then you can give your introduction and we can start on the interaction. Is
Yes.
that fine?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Chandra, please, over to you.
So Sarthak, I am working as a technical architect for Alicent since last 3 years.
Okay.
I look at end-to-end full stack solution design and implementation.
Yes.
So yeah, let's start with a brief introduction of yourself and then a summary of your experience.
Yeah, I have around 8.2 years of experience in Java Gateway technologies. Also, UI development like AngularJS, jQuery, and React.js and Node.js. Uh, my current project is eClaims. The client is HP, and it is developed in Spring Data Rest and React.js and Node.js. Um, it's a e-commerce domain project, and here actually the my customer ordered for their product to the HP and got wrong product or damaged product. In that case, they're claiming for the new product or the money to be credited to their account. So this process, claim process is happened in this e-claims, which is electronically claim, and so this developed in Spring Hibernate and Spring Data Rest and React.js.
Mhm. Okay, so I see you have total 8 plus experience, and then you said 4 plus experience in Angular, Node, and React. So, is that all your GUI experience? And before that, you were in J2E? Is that like that, or?
No, parallelly I was working with GUI as well as Java application development also.
Okay, even now you are working on both.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, can you explain me what all design patterns you have implemented?
Design patterns in Java.
Yeah, both Java or GUI, anywhere.
Java I have used singleton design pattern, factory design pattern, abstract factory, builder design pattern, prototype design pattern.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you? So what is singleton, and why do we use singleton?
Singleton design pattern actually it only one object of this class can be created. So that's called singleton design pattern.
Okay. But why that has to be the case? I mean, what is the use case? When do you use singleton?
Uh, Suppose I don't want to uh, uh, create more than one object. I don't want to use more memory for memory management. This singleton is used.
Is it okay?
So
Nothing else? Is it only for memory?
yes, yes.
Okay. Have you worked on MVC pattern?
Sorry.
Have you worked on MVC pattern?
Yes, yes. I have worked on English pattern.
Can you explain what is MVC?
Yeah, actually it is model view controller.
Hmm?
This is implemented. I have implemented in my Java as well as front end. So front end in AngularJS I have implemented that, and so in Java it is model is our Java project class or entity class, and view is our HTML page, and controller is our Spring controller. In in AngularJS, we have implemented this. So AngularJS, we are creating a model behavior controller. Controller is our in AngularJS 1. There is we have controller controller method is there, and view is HTML, and model is our the data fetched from the UI, that is JSON object.
Okay. So what is the advantage of MVC? Why should we use MVC?
Why should actually here everything will be modularized based on the service provided. They have modularized the functionality for different layers. One is model layer, then view layer, controller layer, to easily manage the application. That's the advantage.
Okay.
For easily understand the application, this is used.
Okay. Okay. How let's say you have a model object and you have a controller object and a view object.
Yes.
How the controller object will, or rather, how the model object will communicate to the controller object? And how do they talk to each other?
Yeah, in our view, we have input type text. We are using Angular, so there will be one property is there, ng-model. So each text box is mapped to a module. So that will be inside a ng controller. So in the scope of $scope, it will be available in the controller of our JavaScript controller. So like this, that is happen.
Okay. So what is REST?
REST. Yeah, REST is
Yeah.
a web.
What is?
REST is a web service. It is a representational state transfer.
Okay. What do you mean? What does it mean? Representational state transfer means what?
Actually, it creates a web service URL for us. Through which you can transfer data, or we do our Ajax calls for that reason. It is a architectural style, and it is very fast and language and platform independent, and which supports different types of data format like plain text, HTML, XML, JSON, and which can which can use SOAP web service as the implementation.
What is SOAP?
SOAP is which is another type of web service that is simple object access protocol, which is mainly based on the XML for accessing the web services, which is recommended.
Okay, tell me, when should I use SOAP and when should I use REST?
So if you are only going to use XML, Then or any protocol you are going to use XML based protocol, then SOAP is the best option. And for a web security also, SOAP is the best web security, web service security.
Sorry, can you repeat?
So SOAP can be written any programming language, and it is the best option for it has own security, which is web service security. So for security purpose, SOAP is the best, and
Yeah.
and mainly it is based on the XML based protocol actually.
So have you worked on SOAP?
Yes, actually it is, suppose you want to interact with two applications, then SOAP is the best. But if you want to interact with one application, in between one application, then test is the best.
Okay, can you explain in which project have you used SOAP?
SOAP I have used in my, before eClaims I have used SOAP. For that they have provided one web service I have to use the top-down approach to convert it to Java, and then you have to use the two methods to connect to the remote machine.
Okay, what is top-down approach?
Yeah, top-down approach actually it converts the our XML file to our WHDL file to Java class.
Okay.
And yeah, that one only.
Okay. Okay, can you explain, so you said you have experience in design and all, right? Requirement definition, design, analysis.
Yes.
So can you tell me one example where you have done a design, and can you explain that design?
Design, yeah. Before eClaims, actually, I have involved in some project like CASA, Banca, and CFCP and PDMS, where you have to design the application based on the requirement. Actually, requirement is like this only. So from you have to we have a path. From that path we have to download the TIFF file, and we have to split it. And once the split it has done, we have to place it in JBoss server, and we have to make it a URL, and that URL we have to read that URL we have to display on the browser, and that pictures that splitted picture has to split resized to display as a thumbnail in the button, and if I click on the thumbnail, it will pop up. It will display big picture on the top part. And so actually first we have to read XML files. From XML files we have to get the data from the data and populate in Java object, and we have to update the database using JDBC. And once that data is updated, we have to
Okay. To introduce one. Anupam, I think.
Hello.
Just a step. Anupam.
Yeah, hi Tina.
So,
Hello.
I interrupted in this.
yeah.
I would request you to give us, and then I can continue.
Okay. Actually,
So, Sarthak, I think Tina, she was not clear. So we have another person who has joined this call. He is Anupam.
mhm.
Okay, so Anupam, just give a brief intro and then we can continue with the discussion.
Sure. So Satvik, I'm technical lead in Edison,
Okay.
and I'm taking the front end and the back end part. The front end we are working on Angular, and the back end we are working on Node.js. So I'm leading the people of UI. Right? Okay.
Yeah. So, so Sarthak, I have one more question for you. Let's say there is a service, you know REST services, right? Let's say there is a REST service
Yes.
which takes some 5 to 10 minutes to do to respond to one request.
Okay.
How will you design your UI?
Can you repeat again?
Let's say there is a service
Yes.
which you have to call. Okay, let's take a shopping cart example.
Mhm.
Okay, so you have to. So I have added 2 or 3 items, and then I am placing order. Let's say that placing order you have to call a service.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you call that service, it takes 8 minutes or 10 minutes time, for example.
Okay.
How will you design your UI? How will you design the experience for the user?
Suppose multiple users select multiple products, and after selecting multiple products, he has to go to the cart and see what are the things are selected. There he has option to remove or save it to in future like this, and then he has checkout for the payment. So that's the designing part I have to do.
No. So let's say payment, everything is done.
Yes.
Okay, you have to inform your server, right?
Yes. Yes.
That
Yes.
you have to place an order. Now that service is taking 10 minutes time to finish.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So how will you design your UI there?
So the place after placing the order, one ID will be generated and it will be sent to the browser to display to show the customer. So if it is I am checking in the browser if that value is null, then I'll show that it's loading, and if it is otherwise I'll continue whatever the rest of the code.
Okay. But see, let's say by design that service
Yes.
takes 10 minutes. It has to do a lot of work. It takes 10 minutes.
Yes.
Now, that is known, and service will take 10 minutes. But you can't wait on the web UI that it will for the 10 minutes, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So how will you design your UI?
In that case, no, I don't have any idea.
Okay. Are you aware of WebSockets?
No, I have never worked on WebSockets.
Okay. Over to you, Anupam, if you have any questions.
Yeah. Thank you, Chandra. So Satvik, how many year experience you have in JavaScript?
It's around 7 years.
Okay, great. So can you rate out of 10 in JavaScript?
Yes, 7 out of 10.
Okay, 7 out of 10. Great. So, there is a, like, suppose I have a browser and our application is running on two tabs. Like browser, we can open site in multiple tabs, right?
Yes, yes.
So, so currently, like my application is running on two tabs. So I want to change any data in the tab one that I want to reflect into tab two as well, the same time.
Okay, okay.
So how will you achieve this?
If you change that object and second tab will reflect same application opened in two tabs.
How can we send like?
Um, yeah, using AngularJS you can do that using that ng model. Suppose we change one JavaScript file, so same JavaScript file opened in two tabs. So if the JavaScript object is changed, so it will automatically reflect on two tabs. So yeah, you need to refresh the second tab.
Okay, yeah, like have you tried this scenario or like just assume it?
No, I have not tried actually.
Okay, I'm not talking about the Angular. Okay, because in any plain JavaScript or like any advanced JavaScript things or any browser properties, have you reminded like we can use it here and we can make the communication between all the apps.
Um, no, I don't have an idea.
Okay, no issue. So like in JavaScript, suppose we have a multiple objects. Like one is object one, it's an empty object, and object two. It's
Okay.
again empty object, and we are performing like double equal to and triple equal to operation on it.
Uh-huh.
Right? Obj1 double equal to obj2, obj1 triple equal to obj2. So what will be the output in both cases? It will return true, true, false, 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 or it will throw error.
Uh, both are null. Both are
Both are
null.
null. Both are empty.
Okay. Then it will return. Yeah, both are empty means. Both are empty. Okay, then both are false.
Right, sir?
Uh, because both are pointing to different objects. So that's the reason.
It's pointing to different objects.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, suppose we have a for loop, right?
Yes.
It takes 2 minutes to execute. Okay?
Okay.
And when we have after that, so as when the for loop has, like, that has been closed, after that we have a set timeout method in the
Okay.
next line of for loop, right?
Yes.
And the timeout value is 1 second.
Okay.
Okay? The timeout value is 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So like my question is it will perform the for loop first and then it will execute the set timeout method, or like it will perform the operation of for loop, or in between that when the 1 second is over it will call that set timeout method, or what it will do?
Uh, Set timeout execute fast only.
Set timeout method has been written after that for loop. Okay. But
Yeah.
for loop takes 2 minutes. Definitely, it will take 2 minutes. And there is no crash in browsing. It's working fine, everything.
Yeah, then that set timer will execute fast.
Sorry?
Yeah, for loop takes 2 minutes, so it will execute to for loop. Meanwhile, if also it comes to set timeout, if it is 1 second, then it will execute.
So after 3 seconds it will execute. After the 3 seconds, after that it will execute.
No, it that for loop takes 2 seconds, correct? So
Okay.
it will 1 second is over, then set timer is executed, then for loop will execute.
Okay. Fine. And you have an experience in Node.js as well?
Yes,
How many?
yeah, 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
Okay. Great. So can you rate out of 10 in Node.js?
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
Great. So can you give me the difference between the next and next tick method?
Next,
Next, there is a two method. There is a next method and there is a one more method is next tick.
no, I don't have any idea.
Do you have any idea about middleware?
Yes, I have idea about middleware.
What is
I have used
it and how it performs?
middleware means between server and front end, and like Oracle server or web server. There will be interface between them from database to the UI. There will be a middleware layer is there.
One second. Actually, I'm talking about the express middleware.
Sorry?
I'm talking about express middleware, like Node express framework middleware.
Uh, no, I don't have any idea.
Okay, so once I'm done with you, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have.
Okay. So,
Okay. Thank you, Sarthak.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.